Hey everyone, I'm Chase of Rocky Mountain ATVMC, and this is our Gear Bag Buyer's Guide. All right, everyone, thanks for checking in with us today. As you can see, we're talking all about gear bags. Now, if you haven't already checked out all the gear bags that we have at Rocky Mountain, needless to say, we have a lot of options. There's a lot of great options, but there are some things you want to consider. Do you want maybe just a soft bag? Do you want a bag that's going to have a rigid frame, that's going to have roller wheels or a telescoping handle? You also have price ranges to think about. You could spend under $100 for a gear bag, or you could spend around $500 for a gear bag. So today, we'll talk about the differences between some gear bags. We have 5 great options ranging in price, some of the gear bags that we use personally, and some that have just been some of our most popular year after year. So we're going to go through, we'll talk about these. Now, keep in mind that one requirement that we have for any gear bag we're going to show you, it's got to fit all your gear. I'm talking boots, helmet, roost deflector, knee guards or knee braces, a neck brace, maybe a goggle case, and your riding gear. All these bags will fit your gear, so don't worry about that. So without further ado, let's kick it off with bag number 1. All right, so to get started, the first gear bag that we have is the TX8000 from Manila Racing. Now look, if you're just shopping for a gear bag that's going to be affordable and hold all your gear easily, then the TX8000 is going to be one of the better options. The price point on this, you're going to be about $80, and this thing is massive. What you're getting essentially is a really large duffel bag. So you're going to have 2 end boot compartments. So I tried to put 2 boots into one end compartment. These are a little bit smaller compared to some of the other bags. So I have a boot on each end, and then you're just going to have one large center compartment. That's where I have the helmet, the chest protector, all the other gear that's inside here. Aside from that, though, it's pretty simple. You're just going to have one external pocket here on the outside. You got a shoulder strap that comes included. You've got your grab handle. So again, with the TX8000, it's simple. You're not going to have a rigid frame, so when this thing's not full of gear, it's pretty flimsy. You're not going to have any roller wheels, so a couple things to keep in mind. But again, if you're looking for affordable and one that's going to hold all your gear easily, TX8000 is going to be a great choice. All right, gear bag number 2 is one that I use personally, along with a lot of other riders here at Rocky Mountain. This is the Grande roller bag from Fly Racing. Now look, I'm just gonna say it right now, if you ask me, I think this is one of the best values of any gear bag that is on the market. You are gonna jump up in price from that O'Neill, you're gonna be about $130, but here's what you're getting for that price point. You're getting a large gear bag that holds all your gear easily. You're gonna get roller wheels, telescoping handle, and now you have a rigid frame as well. So a lot of features that you typically see in premium gear bags that do cost quite a bit more money. So you've got those features that I love about this bag. Construction on this thing has been great. I've been pretty abusive with my gear bag. I haven't had any seams tear. All the zippers are in good condition. You've got plenty of pockets on the outside as well. You do have a fleece line goggle pocket. Also a feature that I do love about this bag is up here in the front, you have a change mat. So I actually use this pretty often. So if you're in an area, you need to change, you don't have anything to stand on, you just fold this mat out, and that's gonna help keep your socks or your feet nice and clean. Aside from that, you've got 2 end boot compartments. So similar to the O'Neill bag, I've got 1 boot in each end. On the inside, I've got the helmet, roost deflector, all the other riding gear that you would need to take with you. You've got your carry handle, and you've got your shoulder strap. Now also, you'll notice too on these boot end compartments, you actually have vents. So if you're like me, your boots are getting hot and stinky, it can breathe a little bit once you put them back in here. Now, with as much as I love about this gear bag, I do have a couple small nitpicks. The first one is that on the inside, it's black. So in certain cases, depending on how much gear you have in here and where your gear is at, it can be a little bit difficult to find certain items. And also, there's no extra pocket on the inside or compartment to store dirty riding gear. So everything just kind of goes right back in the middle when you're done with it. But aside from that, this thing is rock solid. Again, you've got the rigid frame, the roller wheels, telescoping handle, everything that I look for in a gear bag this has, and you get it at a great price point. Again, this is the Grande roller bag from Fly Racing. All right, so moving on down, the third gear bag we have, this is the roller gear bag from Leatt. This is another gear bag that I have personally. Now, price point on this, you are gonna go up a little bit. You're gonna be about 160 bucks. But here's what I like about this roller gear bag. It is massive. This is gonna hold more gear than that Grande roller bag from Fly Racing that we just showed you. Let me give you an example. Right now, I have a helmet in one end, a pair of boots in the other. But I've actually done this before. I know most riders aren't going to, but to give you an example, I've done a pair of boots on each end, and I've done my helmet and all the rest of the gear in the middle, and it fits easily. Most gear bags are not going to give you that much storage space. So this thing is very big. The fabric, I like it. It's an 800 denier, but it's a lightweight fabric, so it keeps the bag overall just a little bit lighter. And here's also a nice feature. On the inside, we talked about it with that fly bag, This thing has high-vis yellow. It makes finding your gear a little bit easier. Also, on the inside of this top lid, there's a separate mesh compartment to hold your dirty gear. Those are the features that I love about this bag. Here's some of my nitpicks. You've got the rigid frame, which I like, the roller wheels, but there's no telescoping handle, which I think this bag should have, and there is no change mat on the outside. You take away those, you've got a very large gear bag that is rock solid that I really like. Again, that's the roller gear bag from Lian. All right, so fourth gear bag on the list, this is the Shuttle roller gear bag from Fox Racing. I think the Shuttle roller gear bag is actually a great option for people that travel a lot. And I'll explain why here in just a minute. Now, price point on this bag, you are gonna jump up quite a bit. You're about 240 bucks, but I do think you get what you pay for when it comes to this bag. Here's the features that I like about it. You've got oversized roller wheels, you've got a rigid frame, telescoping handle. This bag is very large, it fits all your gear super easy. And what's unique about it is that both boots are gonna fit easily in the end compartment. We haven't really seen that yet with the other gear bags. So you've got boots on one end, I've got my helmet on the other, all my gear goes smack dab right in the middle. Here's some other features I like. The inside is blue. Makes finding your gear a little bit easier. Also, there is a separate compartment here on the top to hold either your clean or your dirty gear. You've got an extra pocket here on the outside, and you're getting a change mat. We didn't see that with the Leatt bag, nor the telescoping handle. You're getting those with this bag. Also, the durability on this bag, I think, is excellent. It's a very heavy-duty fabric. Now, here's why I say that this bag, I think, is great for travelers. When you look at the end that has the roller wheels, you've got this nice rigid base. Again, there's that rubber material, but this is actually designed to help the bag stand straight up and down. So if you're traveling, you're rolling this thing around with that telescoping handle. When you want to, you just let it sit vertically. So that's what I do like about it. So again, my only nitpick with the Shuttle gear bag, a little bit pricey, but aside from that, this thing is rock solid. All right, so the last bag that we're gonna show you today is the Rig T3 from Ojio. So this is a brand new bag for 2020. If you're familiar with the 9800 from Ojio, it looks pretty similar, but they made some major updates to this. And if you go to really any motocross or supercross race, chances are most of the riders that you see are gonna be using an Ojio bag. Now with the Rig T3, this definitely carries a higher price tag. It's the most expensive in the lineup. It's gonna be about $500. But as you're about to see, there are some features about this that add to the strength, the durability that I really like. And there's some items inside here that you're getting included that you will not get with the other gear bags. So let's talk about these. So first off, with the T3, one of the big updates from the 9800, if you're familiar with that gear bag, is they increased the size overall. They took some rider feedback. They said, hey, we want this bag to be a little bigger. So it is a really large gear bag. You're gonna fit all your gear in here just fine. But you do load your gear a little bit differently. You see, you're not gonna have any end compartments on this bag. Instead, your boots are gonna actually just lie flat inside the gear bag, and then your gear, your jersey, your gloves, your pants, will actually go inside the compartments that are on the inside of the lid. But here's what I love about this bag. Construction is not something that you need to worry about with Ojio. These things are built extremely well. But you notice down here on the bottom, they have what they call their SLED technology, and it stands for Structural Load Equalizing Deck. And basically what it is a really hard plastic shell that goes along the entire length of the bottom and then wraps up and around the bottom here. And why I like that so much is, one, when you have this bag loaded up, it helps maintain the nice rigidity of the bag. There's nothing inside here right now, and you can see it maintains its shape really well. Also, because you have that hard plastic base at the bottom, when you stand this up vertically, even fully loaded up, it stays up vertically. It's not gonna fall over on you. And also just the durability factor. Because you have that hard plastic versus just the fabric, I'm guilty. I get to places and I'll just take my gear bag and just toss it out the back of my truck. Well, having that SLED there, that's really just gonna help protect the fabric of the bag itself. You got nice big oversized wheels on this, so it rolls really well, telescoping handle, a change mat, multiple compartments on the inside. Like I said, on the lid, when you open that up, you're gonna have multiple compartments inside there, but also you have nets that you can remove or put in if you want to kind of help separate the inside of the main compartment to help organize your gear a little bit better. But here's also something that you're not gonna see with the other bags that makes this pretty unique. When you buy the T3, you're also going to get included inside here a premium helmet bag. So if you don't already have a helmet bag, well, now you're gonna have one. This thing is not just some flimsy, inexpensive helmet bag. It's actually the same construction as the gear bag. It's fleece lined, there's padding inside there. So if you're one of those riders that really likes to take care of your helmet, you can put it inside here. You can put it in the bag if you want to, or you can just carry it separately in your vehicle. But you have the helmet bag that comes included, and also you get a boot bag. Now for some riders, might not seem like a big deal. I know a lot of riders, when they're done riding, they just put their boots in the back of the truck because they don't want to put them inside their gear bag because they're covered in dirt and mud. But now, because you have this boot bag, you can put your dirty boots inside here, still put it inside the gear bag, and that way you're not getting the dirt and the mud all over the other items that are already inside the gear bag. So it gives you a great way to carry your boots, but not get the rest of your gear dirty, or you could just put your boots inside here and have those separate from the gear bag. There's a lot of different options, but I like the fact that they are giving you this. You can see it's actually vented as well, so when you put your boots inside here, it'll help that breathe. And this is washable, so when it does get dirty, you can open it up, you can spray it out, let it air dry, you're good to go. So again, with the Rig T3, it's expensive, but there's a lot of cool features. And again, if you like the idea of getting that premium helmet bag and the different way to carry your boots, this is gonna be a really good option. All right, everyone, so that does it for our 2020 Gear Bag Buyer's Guide. Now remember, if you have questions or comments, or if you want some more feedback about the gear bag that we showed you today, we're more than happy to give that. So leave your questions or comments below. Also, a great place to ask questions and get answers is on the product pages. If you ask your questions there, you will get answers from customers who have bought and are using these gear bags that we talked about today. To pick yours up, click on the link or head over to RockyMountain-ATVMC.com. Remember, all orders over $75 ship free. If you guys like this guide, we have a lot of other great guides for different categories, for off-road, for UTV, for ADV. So make sure, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel and stay up to date. I am Chase. We'll see you on the trails.